Honestly, at first, I thought piece of junk. As of right now, I think it's not bad. But will it hold up to winds and rain? We'll find out. All right, just like everybody, I have a truck. I want to work, get out of work, go camping. So I think I found a solution. All right, I got the cheapest Amazon tent for my truck. It is a Wakeman Outdoor. It was like $60. Let's test it out. It's gonna be crazy winds today, up to 20, 30 miles an hour. And we might get some rain. So like most of you watching, this is my everyday work truck. I have a topper. We're gonna try to keep on there and hopefully this will work. And if you're new here, Crockers, that's the main channel. All right, so I'm gonna keep the unboxing as quick as possible. I don't think most people truly care about that. We'll show you what's going on. Again, cheapest Amazon tent, and I figured why not on this crazy windy day, see what it's like. So already a little pouch, I like it. All right guys, so unboxing this, there's not a lot to it. You got your instructions in the bag, you got a little net, you have your poles, you have another little net, and then the top that goes on it. So throwing this in the back of the truck, honestly, I probably would do it on the ground next time and then throw it in the back of the truck, but with it being so windy, I wanted to try this out. Sticking the poles in were pretty obvious, pretty easy how to do it. If you've ever used a tent, hooking it on the side, you could tell right here, you need to get it on there and then stretch it real tight. The corners are good. It just happens that my bed liner on top kind of got in the way, but not terrible. So I just kept going, and the worst part was right here on the tailgate. It took a little bit to find the pieces on the bottom, but once you get them through, it's perfectly fine. You can latch it on pretty easy. I didn't read instructions at all, and I would have done the gray top pole first, but I didn't know. This green pole is super, super tight. I don't know if it's just the way my truck is or what, but it was crazy tight. And then the top, I put it on the wrong way. So just make sure you use the ones with the straps on the front, the extra straps on the front and not the back. But overall, I'm pretty happy. All right, that honestly wasn't terrible. I was really having my doubts about it at first. I'm not the biggest fan of the front right here, but I had to get it over this wire right here to get the pole to work. And then also I am working with the rails on the side of here and the back piece. So that did make it slightly more difficult because it was extremely tight, but it fits my Zero Rage sleeping bag perfectly. There is a ton of room in here. Honestly, at first, I thought piece of junk. As of right now, I think it's not bad. But will it hold up to winds and rain? We'll find out. All right, let's get in here, take the boots off, check it out. All right, I'm gonna try my absolute best to show you guys in here. But this right here is a little window. Open it up, get some air. So if you open it up, you get a lot of airflow, but you still have your rain guard up on top. You can take it off on a good night. I would just personally probably put it back on, or at least zip this up because doing stuff, but it is very tight. Everything is good. And then you have the exact same thing on this side. And then up here at the top, you even have another one. So you get a lot of airflow. And to be completely honest, guys, there's a lot of room in here. So you got your normal run-of-the-mill little bag there. You could fold your window up and hook it on here. And then again, I have my rails on here, so it is taking up room. And in the back, it has that part so it is stretched up and down, but we do know water will not get in because it'll bead off and go out. So I'm not too worried about it. There is plenty of room. I was a little worried at first, but not now. So truly, guys, there is a lot of room in here. You could easily fit 2 people for sure, but we have a baby on the way, and this is perfectly good for that. You could even have your backpack and other stuff and sleep comfortably. I am very, very shocked, to be completely honest. This is great. And then on the bottom, I actually have that hard plastic bed liner thing on here. It's sleeping on here right now, or laying on here. So see the wind, guys, it's gonna pick up pretty crazy, but so far I like it, especially for that cheap price. So one thing that is very interesting to me is they have the screen on the outside. Normally it's on the inside. I don't know how I feel about that just yet, but because I have my top bed cover on here, it does make everything super tight. So I'm a little worried about the zippers. The netting one isn't as tight because I already have it up, this part. But it does scare me a little bit how tight this is. I would be worried that maybe potentially in the future, the zippers won't hold up. And when you have a cheap tent, the zippers normally mess up first. But I think maybe over time, I could kind of get this down where I need it and it'll stretch out. We're hoping. See, I already don't like how tight that is right there. All right, so winds are picking up. Let's see how it holds up. Let's push it to the test with the winds. Picking up. All right, y'all, overall, I am highly impressed. And this is a big truck to have to put it on. You have to get up high and everything. I would have done things a little bit differently, and realistically, it is better to take the rails off and the topper, but this is supposed to be an everyday, every person type of tent that you can go camping, you can get out of work, go camping. And the reason I want to keep the top on there is so we can load down the inside with all our gear, pull it out, put the tent up, and then whenever we're done, throw it back in, put the top, and you wouldn't even know we're camping. So whenever you're at Walmart or eating out or wherever on the road, you don't have to worry about people trying to get into your stuff. So overall, for the price, I think it's amazing. The quality of it is actually pretty decent. This is your normal run-of-the-mill low-end tent. Of course, this is not going to compare to, you know, a couple $100, up to $1,000 and all that stuff. So don't judge it on that. I mean, literally, guys, there's not even a logo on this sucker. I bought the absolute cheapest tent I could possibly find on Amazon. And, oh, there it is, right there. And I 100% think it was worth the $60. It might be $70 now. 100% worth it to get out and go camping in your everyday truck. Highly recommend. So just like putting it up, taking it down, it's just literally in reverse. It wasn't that bad at all. The hardest part was it was so windy. Again, maybe undo the straps, pull it out, put it on the ground, make it easier. But truly, taking it down, really not bad. And then you got plenty of room in the back. That's why I wanted to keep that topper. All right, guys, so that was the good test of this. As you can tell, it's back up where it needs to be. You could throw all your gear in there and take off. Guys, I highly recommend this. This is an awesome product. I'm gonna be doing some field testing. I'm at my house right now. You can hear our birds going crazy over there. But we will be doing some camping with this. You guys will see it. We'll put it to a real world test, camping out somewhere. I can't wait. This is something everybody can do for a very low price. I do have a $20 Walmart tent. I have a tent that goes on here. We have expensive rooftop tents that go on our 4Runners and everything. Guys, we have every step of camping you could think of. So if you like it, subscribe to the channel. Check out all our other videos. We'll be camping a bunch this year. And we have a baby on the way, so we'll be showing you guys how to camp with the baby at some point soon. Oh yeah, if you haven't yet, go check out the Crockers. That's our main channel. All right, guys. Bye.